There we go. Okay, it was mine. All right. Okay, this is the June 22nd, 2021 meeting of the Sykesville Historic District Commission, excuse me. And I guess we have a quorum. I'll skip the opening statement because I know Aaron Warren's group had heard it before and there's no one else here. So, okay, so the agenda, the first item is the May 25th minutes. I looked at them, they're very complex and I thought they're very complete. Anybody else have any corrections or comments?
I do not. We
okay.
need to add that town manager Joe Constantini was present.
Oh, okay. Yep, missed that one. All right, good. So anyway, thank you, Carrie. That was a lot to capture, and I think you did a good job at it. So, and, great. Yep.
So can I make a motion to approve the May 25th, 2021 meeting minutes with the adjustment of adding Joe Constantini as town manager present for the meeting?
Okay, have a second? Okay, 1 seconds. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, good. The minutes are approved. Okay, the first agenda item is Robert Nelson of it's 2021-08, and it's 7332 Springfield Avenue, and the applicant wants to put a new roof on, basically replacing the old shingles. I didn't see any other changes from what he proposed, but he's unfortunately not able to be present. So it was it looked like architectural shingles, and I don't know. I didn't see anything to comment on. Anyone else have any issues with it or questions that we need to postpone this for?
I talked to him about it about a week ago, and he went over the whole thing with me. It sounds pretty straightforward to me.
That's what I thought. Good.
Not only doing his upper roof, but he put a lower roof on the porch, I guess about 2 years ago.
Oh.
But that's it's not the same shingle, and so he's replacing that as well.
Oh, okay. So he's doing it all. Okay, well, that'll rectify that one then. So
my only question for it was if he was going to be replacing his guttering. I didn't see anything about that. I'm assuming it's not.
No.
Okay, so we'll just approve the roof.
Harry, did he submit an application? I didn't see it included with the attachments.
You know, he did, and I just realized I did not scan it in and include it in the
Well, that's why I kept looking at it.
no,
How
I'm
come
sorry
the zip
about
file's
that.
not opening?
Everything I wrote on the staff report, I pulled directly from his application. And I'll send his application out tomorrow once I get to the office.
I don't need to see it. I just wanted to make sure that he did submit it so you can have it.
He did pay the fee. I have all the paperwork.
Okay, that's fine. And it's
All right,
going to be
great.
all included with the notes and stuff like that. I'm fine with that.
All right, good. Well, any other discussion about it? Are we all on board with the new roof? So yes, I'd approve or make a motion to approve 21-08 7332 Springfield Avenue, the installation of a new roof with architectural shingles, and the brand submitted was Landmark Pro Designer shingles in Color Max Def Pewter White, and it's in compliance with our guidance on page 23 under roofs. So, we have a second or amendment to that? What I just proposed. Everything good? Okay. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Right.
Okay. So the second, all right, item number 2 then is 2021-09 at 7432 Spout Hill Road. The applicant was Lauren Ascari, Spout Hill Partners. I probably mispronounced that, but I see Aaron Warren is here to represent them. So I
And
have,
it's 7423 for the record. There was a,
oh, it was backwards. I thought it was,
Mm.
yeah, I think both those numbers appeared. I didn't know which one it was. So 23, okay.
yeah, 7423.
Then.
Yeah, this is easier than stuff we usually bring. So this is straight rip and replace of a failing porch with exactly like material. We're going to paint it the same color. I think the condition of the porch is fairly represented by the photos. There is a railing missing, and I was just reading the guidance. We intend to replace the railing with something that is like, I could not locate any pictures of that specific property, but we'll take a cue from the other properties and build something that's representative of the historic, which I believe is within the guideline.
I have a question concerning that.
Sure.
It's one section that you're replacing, so you're not going to match what's existing already there?
No, so Anna, what's happened is the structural, if you're looking at the front porch, that whole structure on the left side, if you step on it, it tilts down. So we want to pull up all of the decking, fix the structural, and then replace the entire deck.
Okay, so it's a repair to the structural component of the deck and replacing all of the decking boards and the railing.
That is correct.
And yeah, there's also the addition of a handrail. Is that going to, I guess that should also match the railing?
That is the plan.
Okay,
So the railing that you see on the left side here is an appropriate profile and period. The railing on the right side was a, we'll call it a marginal repair job that took place before we acquired the property. So we'll attempt to match the profile on the left-hand side, which is historic.
yeah.
So on the right-hand side, you can't see all of the details of the spindles. Is that correct?
Yeah, the spindles are fine. It's really the top rail that is two sistered 2x4s and not an appropriate material. And we'll get to that, but quite frankly, the expense at this point is beyond the scope of the project.
Gotcha. Do you plan on flipping the house?
I'm sorry?
Do you plan on flipping it, making the repairs and then flipping it?
Absolutely not. We will hold on to it and it'll be a rental property.
Okay.
We never sell houses in Sykes, we just buy them.
Okay.
I would be curious if does anyone know for a resource where we could identify a historic photo that would give us some clue as to what the railing would look like?
Gatehouse Museum maybe might be a resource.
Okay.
What was that? I'm sorry, Anna.
The Gatehouse Museum.
Yeah, the gatehouse.
It's our museum that has resources with old photos throughout the town history. And being that this is the rated B building, there may be a photo sitting out there somewhere of its past.
Yeah, I spent about 10 minutes Googling. I couldn't find anything, so I need to invest some more time in that. But our goal is to, as faithful a recreation as we can possibly get.
Yep. Jack White is the curator over there, and you might be able to email him.
So, and as part of this, we'll also be replacing those stairs. Those stairs are also a poor retrofit. They don't currently meet code. They're each a single piece of wood, so there's no drainage for ice. So they need to be, we'll leave the stringers, we'll pull the treads, replace them with 2 each that meets current code, but same, obviously trying to keep in the same look.
All right. We're gonna leave the cement block alone. It looks like it's all sunk in on one side, but
Yeah, that slab, there is a significant angle to that was repaired last time with the stringers being at different levels. I think we'll we'll probably leave it there. I don't really have any interest in demoing that concrete.
Yeah, it looks like a tough one. Okay, and this is all gonna be painted,
It's currently painted.
the replacement will be?
The intention is to paint it the same color. There's no reason we have to. I'm
No,
open
no.
to any suggestion if they were historically finished in, I don't know, the modern version of a polyurethane or a shellac, I'd also be okay with that.
Okay. Does anyone else have any thoughts on that? I think personally I prefer paint, but
Yeah, me too. I think it'll wear better. So yeah, I think we're going to paint it the exact same color and try and keep it as intact as possible.
yeah, it'll fit in more historically too, I believe. Any other questions or issues anyone else has?
Norm, if you want, I can make a motion.
Good, okay, go ahead.
I make a motion to approve application 2021-09 for the porch repair at 7432 Spout Hill Road.
23.
23, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
7423
yeah, there we go.
Spout Hill Road for the porch repair as noted, replacing all of the decking board and the railing to the most appropriate time period and repairing the subframe of the deck.
And I think there's steps too.
Including the steps.
Okay. All right, we have a second? Okay, Richard, okay. All right, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, very good.
Thank you,
Okay,
folks.
thanks
Appreciate
again
your
for
time.
coming in. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
All right. Okay, that's, I don't have an agenda in front of me. I think that's the end of our formal agenda. If anyone has anything else to contribute, I know okay, Richard?
I'm kind of amazed and disappointed at the fact that the property on Main Street that's being approved, that we approved, has currently has plastic windows. Does anybody know anything about whether that's going to be the final state of the front of that building?
Oh,
Seems to be a gross mistake
that's Fred,
in
that's
terms of,
Fred Gossage, right?
yes, it is.
Yeah, I would expect that that's a temporary thing, or I hope, but
I would too. I just don't know who's going to be monitoring.
I didn't notice that.
We can
It's
follow, we can
wild.
follow up with him to see if that was, well, we
Just
can
to
check
make
the
sure.
plans that he submitted when it was approved by the HDC, and then we can follow up with him on that.
Yeah,
Richard, I can't imagine him leaving plastic windows. It just might be
I can't
temporary.
yeah, I can't
But
either.
I keep going by it and I go over and tap on it and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking,
I think he probably wanted to seal it up while
That's
it's under
plastic.
construction. Yeah, yeah,
It may be because he hasn't done the drywall yet, and I guess he's waiting to do the drywall before he installs the permanent windows.
Mhm.
And he just needs to, instead of having it boarded up and looking like a dilapidated abandoned building.
There was a reason I brought it up was I wanted to know if we were monitoring that or not. Because
It's right outside my window. I see it every day.
yeah, you can see it. Yeah, I drive by, I look at it. just
Carrie
watch
both,
the
yeah, me and Carrie
progress.
both actually. It's right there.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's taken that long. I guess it's a pretty involved project inside. So,
yeah, he's looking at November.
well,
Wow. He seemed to be moving along pretty well, and I don't know if it just stopped or he just turned all internal. Maybe, I don't know.
yeah,
It's internal.
Yeah.
They're doing the HVAC and the plumbing and the electric.
oh boy.
And they'll drywall and then they'll do all the rest.
And that had a garage on the back too, didn't it? Is that the same one? Or?
That's an apartment building.
Apartment, yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's an ADA apartment there in the back.
Ah. Okay. And did you just, Joe, I don't think I've been seeing that neon sign downtown, but did they take that down or?
I still see it in the window. I haven't seen it on, but I'll
It's still
admit
there.
I haven't been. It's still there. Whether or not they're
Maybe
still
it's daylight
using it, I don't know.
savings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I know we talked about the training and all that last time too. But did we?
What did you, I apologize. I wasn't able to be here.
Sorry.
What was the discussion of the training?
Basically, what is it? It's the Association of Maryland Historic Districts has a training program that the town set aside some money in the budget to make sure we had access to some of that training. We are working on getting that scheduled. Usually it's about 30 days out, so it'll probably be July or August sometime. Once I have some specific dates from those folks, we'll share them with the group and pick the dates that work the best for everyone, and make sure we at least get one training session in this year. But I think we have enough money, we put enough money aside to do 2 of those sessions. So again, once we get those scheduled, we'll share some of the dates and make sure we get on everybody's calendar.
Okay.
And then, Mr. Chairman, I actually have one. It's really a question I wanted to pose to the group. I got some pictures to show everybody. So the town is actually working. Everybody knows Carrie Dorsey Park over there at Warfield. We're actually looking to get one of the monument signs built, similar to some of the other parks in town. So Carrie, if you can bring up some of those pictures, I'm sure everybody kind of knows what I'm talking about when I say the monument sign, but I just wanted to show everybody kind of what they look like. So this is what we have in most of our other parks. That's just the one for the linear trail. And then Carrie, if you show the one that either at the gatehouse or some of the other ones there within Warfield, the difference between the two. So I think those pillars in each of the parks was meant to mimic kind of what's at Warfield. And again, this is right there at the gatehouse, in front of the gatehouse. The difference being the tops of these, of what we have in our other parks, and then what's actually at Warfield and there at the gatehouse, is just that very top feature. Whereas the columns that are there in front of the gatehouse have kind of that, almost like I don't know what you call that. It looks like teeth to me. But in our other parks, it's really just a top cap that sits on top of that pillar. So if we're obviously going to put one over at Carrie Dorsey Park, which is in Warfield, I wanted to get everybody's opinion about whether or not we should keep it consistent with our other parks or keep it consistent with what's existing at Warfield. And I think I know the answer to it, but I kind of wanted to hear the opinion of the HDC before we decided to move forward with it.
Yeah. Well, I would say, okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Norm.
No, I like the one that's on here now with the teeth on it.
Yep. Yeah. I had a feeling we'd want to keep them consistent in the same area.
With the gatehouse.
Yep.
Yeah. I think they're meant to keep people from sitting on them.
It's a security feature. Yeah.
Security feature.
Well, the one at the gatehouse, was the lighting was the fixture. Was that something that was later?
I think that was added. Yeah.
That was added. Yeah.
Did you see some of the early pictures of the gatehouse? I think that's actually the column just out of the frame. You almost see the top of that light that was there. And there's actually a conduit that runs right up the back of the pillar, so you can tell it was added at a later date.
Yeah. I would prefer
the teeth,
something that looked like that. What's in the Warfield complex at the present time.
Very good.
Do you need some kind of formal statement from us, or?
Yeah, what I'll do is once we finalize the exact location, I'll put a formal application in and bring it before you all. So
Okay.
I didn't want to surprise you with something to actually make a motion on. So just wanted to get your feedback on that piece, and then I'll work with Carrie, and we'll get a real application submitted and ready to go.
Okay.
Joe, because
Great.
that's part of the park, are you gonna get an opinion from the, from Spark?
On the sign, we've talked about putting a sign over there, but the official design, we were just going to mirror what was in the other parks. So now that we know exactly what the top is going to look like, I think everybody's aware of what the column's going to be.
Okay,
Okay, great.
And
That
are there
was
any-
it? Or-
We are making, I guess the wiring for our council room actually began today. So we were in a little bit of a construction zone at the townhouse. But that means we're getting even closer to going back to in-person meetings. And, we don't have to make a decision right here, right now. Once we know for sure we can carry on in-person meetings, we will probably send out an email to the group just to gauge everybody's comfort level in coming back to holding meetings at the townhouse.
Okay.
But again, that is
Great.
coming, so be on the lookout for that email.
Okay, great. All right. Anyone have anything else to bring up or? No? Okay. And I guess our next meeting is July 27th, I think. And so I guess I'll make a motion to adjourn. I have a second.
second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, then meeting is now adjourned.